Benjamin Khan here, 4 seconds out with top trainer Dave Coldwell. Dave, we've just seen Arnold Barboza stun the Chorley Manchester crowd, beating Jack Cattrall. Split opinion on the decision. What's your opinion?
Um, Listen, a fight like that where there's a lot of missing, a lot of standing off, KJ, you can't argue. I mean, there were rounds in there where maybe one punch would swing around, a flick of a jab as somebody's going back and the head tilts up. It was that kind of fight. It was one of those where halfway point, I kind of thought it was level, but you weren't sure because it was close. But I had it level at halfway. Then I thought Jack put a run of rounds together, and I thought, oh, he's got this now. And then Barbosa came back in, and Jack's work rate dropped again, and it allowed it. When it came to the end, I genuinely didn't know which way it was going to go, but I kind of thought maybe Jack would swing it. Scores for me were fine, 115, 113, and you can see either way. As long as you don't get an 18-10, a fight like that, a close fight where scorecards are consistent, you can't really argue with that. And I think Jack's interview in there summed himself up, an honest appraisal of the fight. It's disappointing. I'm gutted for him, but it's boxing.
Robbie Davis Jr. lost to Pat McCormack. He's since now put out on social media that he's retiring from the sport. But that was the right decision for him.
Yeah, right decision. Great career. For me, it was uncomfortable watching that fight. I was uncomfortable when it got made, I'll be honest with you. I just thought at this stage of Robbie's career, going against somebody like Pat, the size of Pat, how good Pat is and his shot selection and how vicious he is, I just thought, no. And then watching it, it was really uncomfortable. So yeah, definitely the right decision. I wish him all the best in his retirement. He's had a great career.
A lot of people didn't foresee Jazza Dickens beating Zelfa Barrett. I was one of them. What did Jazza do so well in the ring to get the victory over Zelfa?
I thought he boxed really well. I thought he boxed so well. He didn't rush his work. When Zelfa started trying to pick up the pace, he didn't throw himself at his punches. He allowed Zelfa just to walk on to the end of his shots, and he just outboxed him fantastically. I thought he boxed really, really well there, Jazza. And I know both lads, and they're both really, really nice guys in the sport. But Jazza's been down to my gym. He's helped me young fighters out. I've seen the career that he's had and the challenges that he had with that career. I'm pleased for him. He's paid his dues in the sport. He's knocking on a little bit. So he now gets a big run. Self can come back.
One of the things before I let you go, Usyk says he's laid out his retirement plan, 2 final fights before he says goodbye to the sport. What would you like to see those 2 fights be?
I don't know. Listen, whatever that man wants to do, he's earned it. I'm a massive fan of his. I'd have liked him to walk away. I want him to walk away unbeaten. Whatever he wants to do. I can't even think off the top of my head who will fight, what's out there for him. Probably the winner of Dubois and Parker, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Don't want to end on a somber note, but I do feel it's worth talking about. You had Georgia O'Connor, I believe, revealing that she has a cancer battle, as well as Joe Gallagher. I believe Georgia O'Connor does, as does Joe Gallagher, and then also John Cooney lost his life after a battle in the ring. Just your thoughts on, the sad side of the sport.
In regards to John Cooney, listen, this game, it's the hardest game of the lot, and people forget about how brutal it is. It's not just what we do in the ring as a fighter. It's there's preparation, the accumulation. Post career, you see what the effects are. But then with what's happened there, it just underlines it. It's a young man fighting for his dream, and it gives his life to his dream. It's why everybody, no matter what level a fighter is, people should respect fighters, because they literally are laying the lives down for entertainment, for fans' entertainment, for enjoyment. It's really, really sad. In terms of, I didn't know about Georgia. That's horrendous. I just wish her all the best in her battle. And with Joe, I was when I saw that just it was shocking. Joe's my era as a coach, looking up at somebody like Joe Gallagher coming through. I've known Joe for a long time. You know, I'm not going to pretend that we've always got on and think it's boxing. It's part of life, but this is bigger than boxing. You know, and when I saw that, it upset me. It's a serious thing. Stage 4, it's a serious thing, and to see that he said in interviews that he had, he didn't really have any symptoms. He just felt a little bit off. It just shows you've got to check up on yourself. You've got to try and look after yourself anyway. And people take their health for granted. I'm big on health, and that's one of my things. And some people think, oh, you're going a bit, but I value my health more than anything, because you can't do anything. You can't look after family. You can't earn money. You can't enjoy good times if you haven't got health. But what Joe's telling you there is he felt more or less all right. But then he's got stage 4. So we got to start checking ourselves a little bit earlier, even when we're feeling great. I mean, myself and my wife have just had a health screening recently, about 2 weeks ago. We do that every year now, and I just feel as though it's better to do something like that, because if there is something sinister there, catch it early. It gives you more of a chance. But yeah, I just want to wish Georgia and Joe all the best, and listen, the fighters, and they'll keep on fighting, and please God, they come through it.
Also, Dave, echo those sentiments from Seconds Out as well too. Thanks for speaking to Seconds Out. Speaking again very soon.